Happy International Women's Day. Andy McNamara, Lindsay Dunn here for another edition of the Benchables. And Andy, we celebrate women in sports all day, every day. I know some people are just joining onto the bandwagon today, but a conversation we've had a lot is about like the Mount Rushmore of female athletes. I know when it comes to male athletes, it's always Jordan and Gretzky, but it's so hard to narrow down the greatness. So we're going to ask the viewers to kind of take part in this. But for me, I got like Serena Williams, Haley Wickenheiser, Tamika Catchings of the WNBA, also Olympic champion, also a GM of a WNBA team, all around boss woman. Then it's like Billie Jean King / Clara Hughes / everybody. Like there's just so much goodness. Who would be some of the female athletes you'd throw in there?
So the ones you got for sure. How about Christine Sinclair, Canadian soccer?
Yes, and all of the records.
All the records. She's got all the more records, more records. I'm going to go a little off the board too here, Lindsay. How about we go outside the main sports? How about a little Ronda Rousey from the UFC? Barrier breaking, main event drawing, brought really women's MMA. There were certainly trailblazers before her, but really brought to the forefront alongside. It was her and Conor McGregor as the two biggest stars in the company, drawing bank. So I get Ronda Rousey for sure. And then she became a professional wrestler with a pretty cool career. Rowdy Roddy Piper's leather jacket. Rowdy Ronda, gotta love that.
Boom! And of course, we want to hear from everybody watching right now. Who is one of your favorite female athletes? Also, I think there's a lot of rising stars. Like you look at Bianca Andreescu and all of this, like there's so much excitement around it, but something that there was not excitement around, my friend, which we have ranted about, is the NBA All-Star Game. Big old 2 thumbs down. Well, 3, there we go. But now we got 4 thumbs down.
4.
It was terrible. Of course, like there was even some controversy leading up to it hours before with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons not being able to play because of contract tracing, but the game sucked. And what was even worse was the dunk competition.
Which I know you love, which I know I felt bad for you.
Except for like the only good thing they improved on was that Dwayne Wade wasn't a judge, and they actually improved it so they couldn't give a terrible score. They had to put a name at the end. But it was such a letdown. You knew it was going to be a lunch bag letdown when you saw like the names. They're all great players, but what was this? And everyone's talking about Simon's dunk. Like it would have been great if he went and actually kissed it, but it's like, oh, COVID, chicken out.
I loved it because it was the pandemic. I saw him going up. I'm like, you can't kiss the surface, Simon. You can't. It's a pandemic. Pulled it back. It was kind of like a life lesson. It was like an image of society. Like, nope, pull it back. And he did that. It's like, all right, fine. Like there was nothing really special about it. It was crammed in and rushed. And it was just such a hodgepodge of just, we have to do this for the networks. And I get the money. That's cool. I like money too, Linz. I like it. I like the money. But it just wasn't good. And so he went and almost kissed the rim. And okay. You know, there's a little one where he had the sticky net up top and pulled the ball. That was okay. Yeah, it's like beep. But I don't know. It was just there to get it over with. And contact tracing. Oh, you mean there's a COVID issue when your league has been splattered with COVID issues for no kidding. Ridiculous.
The whole thing was garbage. And it's my favorite event of the year to cover. And that I actually turned it off before it happened and then looked at the highlights and saw, Giannis, LeBron, cool. But something that has NBA fans pretty salty if you're not a Nets fan is the fact that Blake Griffin signed with the Nets. They're basically the Monstars now.
They are basically the Monstars. I love that. That's great. Yeah. Now you had another star power, right? It's like Golden State East now going back, right? And Griffin getting paid out big time from the Pistons, bought out, boom, over to the Nets. Now, I think Griffin's sort of on his, on the downside, the back nine anyway, but you add that star power to a team that's already stacked. He's not even going to be asked to do that much. So Griffin, just another piece. Now, let's see if they can actually play some defense because they can score 150, but they could let up 160. And everybody, let us know what you thought of the NBA All-Star Game, the dunk contest. Did you like it? Did you not? And who is on your women's athletes Mount Rushmore? Comment section below. Hit us up on social media. Let's go.